Alright, what's up guys? It's 4:53 a.m. We're going to do a quick SPY analysis in the pre-market. If it goes to the bottom side, we're going to play puts. So if it breaks past 537.58, then we're going to play puts. And as you can see in the pre-market, it's already down here. But we can't make any judgments because in the morning it can come all the way back up. Assuming we're playing the bottom side, our first take profit would be at 535.41. And then our second take profit would be at 533.03 down here. If we start off the day around this area, we're going to see if it breaks past this take profit, which is now going to turn into a support like this, and we're going to see if it breaks it or not. If it supports it, it will bounce back up to the top side of this downtrend that we are on, so we won't play puts. If it breaks past, then our next take profit will be down here at 528.95, and then our entry obviously would be when we broke the support. And then our pullback would be, well, mark it out to like 10% or whatever your stop loss limit is. And that's pretty much how we would play that. Now I'm going to remove that and go back to our original drawings. And now we're going to play the top side. If we're playing the top side, we would need to wait for our entry, so it would have to go back into the uptrend, at least to the top side. So our entry would be at 539.59, and then we'll hit our first sign of resistance at 541.86. So that could be our first take profit, but for me it won't be, because as soon as you break resistance, you know you're gonna run, right? So we're gonna hold it out to the next take profit, which would be at 543.56, and then the maximum take profit would be at 546.21. And you can see that we're using these Fibonacci retracement levels right here, 23.6%. And the stop loss is all the way down here at 539. But either way, we just have to wait to see what happens with this candle right here. It's in an awkward area. So if it does go to the top side, then what we would have to do is draw out our resistance level, which would be right here at our previous low. And then we would see if it could break up past this. I would only play the calls if it goes back up and it breaks this resistance. Then my take profit would be right at the zero line for the fib level, which is 539.58. And then the second take profit would be at the next resistance zone, which is right here. See, green, red, green, red, that's a sign of resistance. So that's also our take profit, 541.84. You want to make sure you take profit immediately, because it could be volatile and just spike all the way back down. But yeah, this is just our pre-market analysis. We can't really draw anything out until the market opens. But we are pretty much going to wait for it to break this level here. So once again, to recap, let's do a separate one for the downside. We're going to analyze this based on pre-market data. So if we have support right here, it's going to break support, right? Assuming it breaks support in the morning, we're playing puts. Once it breaks that line at 533.01, we're going to hold and take profit at 528.95. I'm going to draw this out for you. So that support line, once it gets invalidated by getting broken through by a red candle, our take profit is going to be all the way at 528.95. And then our stop loss, we can go by where the pre-market is right now. And I can find that level if I go to the higher time frames probably. And look for wherever the candle is. So I go to the left, look for previous support or resistance, and as you can see, it aligns with this candle right here. And this is all the way back from August 2024. That's crazy. Yeah, that's pretty wild. And then you see our take profit is right around this area. So you can actually min-max it if you want. This would be our first level, and then second level like this. But we're not going to do that. I will leave this level right here though. But this is how you find the levels. You gotta look at the previous support resistance levels. And it's easier to do that on the higher time frame, because there's less candles. But for now, we're gonna go back on the 30-minute, because this is where we're gonna trade. We're gonna be trading on the 30-minute and the 1 hour and the 2 hour candles. Alright, well that's it. Let's see what happens in the morning. Good luck.